Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today with a Fallout 76 news update. This time around, no, we're not talking about the latest bug that needs to be fixed. We're talking about a full-on content roadmap for all of 2019 for this game. So if you've been sticking with the game and you're looking forward to more, or you're looking to give the game possibly a second chance, this video is for you. The following information dropped on Bethesda Game Studios' Twitter account with the following message. Thanks to all of you for sticking with us. We've been hard at work and have big plans for Fallout 76. Check out our 2019 roadmap. We'll be sharing plenty more with you in the coming weeks and months, starting with our content for Wild Appalachia. And right here is the roadmap for the entirety of 2019, sort of a bird's eye view. We have the following events: Wild Appalachia, Nuclear Winter, and Wastelander, all seasonal, releasing spring, summer, and fall 2019. And on the bottom we can see some emblems decorating what are new pieces of content coming to the game, albeit a bit vague, but the Bethesda Game Studios article does shine some light on that. So right now for Wild Appalachia we can see new quests, survival mode, and new features coming. Meanwhile, Nuclear Winter is a whole brand new game mode along with high level grades and other new features being added. And then in the fall we're getting a brand new main quest, events are coming in, and more features. Now we have details on what's coming for Wild Appalachia as well as Nuclear Winter, but we can only speculate on Wastelander, so I will save that for the end. Let's start off by looking at the roadmap for the Wild Appalachia event, which Bethesda fully detailed as well alongside this whole entire 2019 roadmap. So the event begins on March 12th and ends on May 7th. So on March 12th it says, "Welcome to Wild Appalachia, a mythical beast, a lost generation of scouts, and the strongest brew this side of the wasteland," which also brings with us brewing and distilling as a new feature. Discover the secrets of the forbidden brew Nuka Shine and bring new brewing and distilling systems to your camp. Furthermore, there is the Fastnacht Parade, which says, "Join the festivities and complete this new limited time event to earn unique rewards." After that is the new game mode I am personally very excited for and has me a little bit more positive on 76, which is survival. This new game mode brings higher stake PvP experience with fewer restrictions, increased rewards, and brand new challenges. Now on April 9th there is player vending, and April 16th we have a new camera added. Build vending machines for your camp and spend more time capturing your favorite snapshots using the new camera. On May 9th as well, we have the addition of new quests. Sheer Terror, uncover the encrypted secrets of Appalachia, and a new series of quests and encounters to separate monsters from myths. After that, there's a bit of time, almost a month, until something brand new happens with Fallout 76, where then we get another brand new quest, Ever Upwards. Journey to the deepest reaches of the woods with new stories for the legendary Pioneer Scouts and a customizable backpack system for increased utility. Lastly, at the end of the Wild Appalachia event is a brand new feature, a legendary vendor. Locate the mysterious purveyor to exchange and scrap your unwanted legendary items for new legendary gear. And before I get into that, we have some other information on Nuclear Winter, which is coming this summer. So there's a brand new game mode called Nuclear Winter, which says an entirely new way to play Fallout 76, completely changing the rules of the wasteland. Nothing more than that. We have new vault raids. Vault 96 and 94 will open, which we've encountered in the open world already. For our most seasoned players, test your strength in a new high-level group vault raid. So raids are being added to 76. I find that personally very exciting to see what Bethesda's going to do with that. And lastly, the new feature, which was not detailed on the bird's eye view, but we have information here in the article, is Legendary Players, an all-new prestige system which will allow players above level 50 to become legendary, resetting their character in all new, more powerful abilities. I do wonder what kind of abilities they're going to add. We saw them tinker around with some pretty interesting and fun mutations that added an additional jump height or something along those lines, and that would be really cool if Bethesda took that another step forward with these legendary player systems and added really cool abilities, not just buffs like 20% bonus damage on semi-auto weapons. Give us something really cool to play with. There is a little hint for the Wastelanders DLC that has me, I don't want to say optimistic, but very curious and very hopeful that Bethesda Game Studios has been listening closely. Embark on a tale with true choice and consequences in Wastelanders, our biggest and most ambitious update for 76. Wastelanders will include a new main quest line, new factions, new events, new features, and even more surprises. Naturally, you guys know me, the thought of choice and consequence being added to 76 is really exciting because 76's main story already was not good. It did not offer me anything to get invested in. So somehow Bethesda's going to try to include choice and consequence here, and I think the game will be all the more better for it. And if that's something that they can keep going into the future with, yeah, this game will really see some serious improvement. But let's talk about what we actually know. I want to discuss further Wild Appalachia. That's what we're getting our hands on more, and I'd love to hear from all of you in the comments if this is enough right now to pull you back into the game, or does it have your curiosity? So I like the addition of things like brewing and distilling. Player vending is something that's been requested for a very long time with this game, so I think it's fantastic that's being added. I like that they're still continuing to tap into the mythical aspect of Fallout 76 with, for example, the Welcome to the Wild Appalachia, where it says a mythical beast, a lost generation of scouts, and the strongest brew this side of the wasteland. And then we also have Sheer Terror, uncover the encrypted secrets of Appalachia in a new series of quests. It doesn't seem like what people want to change is going to happen, like the addition of human NPCs. That's something we've all wanted for a while. Perhaps Wastelanders will change that since it's called Wastelanders, and also we have choice and consequence being added there, so maybe there is a level of interaction. But the main focus, it seems, with Wild Appalachia is really the new mode survival, and also 3 brand new quest packages being added. Outside of that, Fosnock Parade seems like just a limited time thing to kind of get the ball rolling for folks right before we hop into survival. I think the legendary vendor is going to be more useful down the line when we have access to the prestige characters. I know I have a ton of additional legendary items that I ended up dropping because I ran out of stash space. Now Bethesda's increased that twice since I had last played personally, so picking up legendary items to recycle them for brand new ones actually might be something worthwhile. And it's also incredibly exciting to see them really listening to the community here. I think the only thing that's missing truly on this roadmap is the addition of human NPCs and being able to have a dialogue with them. Fallout 76 had a bumpy road, and I hope people listen this deep because this is why I'm excited for this roadmap. This is why I'm more optimistic than I was a few weeks ago. To me, releasing a roadmap, showing content that's coming, indicates internally Bethesda's ready to commit to a vision of creating new content for the game. Originally, one of my complaints was I have no reason to care about 76 right now because it's always bug fix, oh this bug activated an old bug, let's go back, let's fix that, oh my god, now there's a new bug. It was always that same narrative with the game, and it got tiresome. As a longtime BGS fan, it got very, very tiresome. So to see them indicate internally, okay, I think the game is stable enough, I think we got things working, we have our ducks in a row, let's start showing them what we're going to do with the content coming up for this game. I think committing to that shows internally they're much more confident with the product. Granted, it took a little bit longer than I think a lot of us would have wanted it to, but I think now we can actually be legitimately interested in Fallout 76. We have things to look forward to. For me, it seemed like such a blank future. It was like, are they going to fix the game enough to have content updates come out? Are they ever going to do a roadmap? These types of games need roadmaps. We need an idea of what's happening in the future to keep us invested, to keep us curious, to keep our eyes on it, even if you don't want to hop back in and start playing it. Like personally, I probably won't start playing it until they start dropping quests. Right now, this roadmap, obviously it's not enough to get me back into the vanilla game. I don't think the vanilla game's all that great. But much like ESO, I also didn't think the vanilla game of that title was fantastic, but the DLC that kept being added onto it and the updates that were brought to it from ZeniMax Online Studios made that into one of my favorite MMOs. And I do hope that we see a similar thing happen here with BGS and 76, where I don't like the vanilla game all that much, but these new updates really have me curious, really have me optimistic. Naturally, if you watch the channel quite a bit, this is probably the first time I've spoken positively about 76 in a really long time, so some viewers may be caught off guard because we've had that cycle of new viewers coming in, old viewers leaving, and so on. Some people may be used to this, some people may not. These are just my honest thoughts. I think that they're doing something good here. I think this is something worth keeping your eye on. At the very least, I will be trying out the survival mode because I think one of the biggest restrictions in the vanilla game of 76 was that you could not really interact with other players, and it felt very, very tied down. That is something that will be pulled out with the survival mode. As for new features, I'm curious about the nuclear winter. I'm especially curious about Wastelanders. Speculation, I feel like it's something along the lines of Heist. If you take a look At the image for Wastelanders, we see a Vault Boy and a Vault Girl leaving a vault with a bag of gold. It seems like there's a hole in the bag and we see gold in front of the vault, so that would be really interesting if we were going to pull off a heist and steal from a really expensive vault or something like that. Furthermore, the little icon that says new features, where we see the Vault Boy waving to what seems to be a robot. I do wonder if we'll be able to tame robots, maybe like an automatron, create our own robot companions to take around with us in the wasteland. That would be interesting, but hey, I'm just spitballing here based off a couple of images. I don't want to get too carried away with that. I am looking forward to seeing what they have more to talk about. As for when they'll talk about more, we have some light details on Nuclear Winter. I imagine that'll be a E3 announcement that they go, okay, it's available in a week or something along those lines. And then we'll probably also get more Wastelanders information. Now that we know that there's seasonal content updates coming to 76, I think BGS's E3 focus will in fact be the next 2 content drops coming to 76, and I don't know how much of Starfield, like I had originally assumed, we shall see. But time will tell. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this 2019 roadmap, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Hopefully I don't get too much blowback for talking a little positive about 76, but anyway, I'm looking forward to your thoughts nonetheless. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that, as it fuels all the content I create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.